Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. Well, America has spoken. Donald Trump, the new president, the 47th president, inauguration day, January 21st. But fireworks has already started. Boom! The stock market goes 1,400 points for the Dow Jones. Can you guys believe this? Were you in the stock market like we've been saying? It's a bull run like we've been saying, but it's a bull run for the wrong reasons. You say what, Eric? Yes, we're going to tell you why the stock market went up and has started booming right now. Who are you going to give credit to, ladies and gentlemen? Asking for the hashtag we told you so. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for being here once again. Make sure you share the videos because the YouTube gods need to know that you're sharing the videos and letting other people know what you know. And that is what the Trump administration has done already, or is it the Biden administration? The stock market boom. That's right. We got to talk about it. But first, we got to go to the Stop Struggling Now podcast YouTube channel page. And as you know, I always like to show members of the channel. Why? Because YouTube shows some members of the channel. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, please hit the join button and receive some special perks, such as tonight is Wednesday night. And on Wednesday nights, only members of the channel can be in the live stream chat room. But on every live stream, the link goes under the community tab so members of the channel can join me on screen. If you're camera shy, just turn off your camera and your voice will be heard. And you can be on the screen with me on any live stream. You also receive special messages under the community tab and also videos, a couple a month, for members of the channel under the community tab. And also, we got to talk about our Instagram page. Go to Instagram / Stop Struggling Now. Please become a follower. We went up to 925. Instagram promptly removed 3 of them, so we can go back to 922. People don't believe this, but I'm going to keep showing you. This is our highest number, was 925 ever. And now we're back to 922, which is normally they drop us to 921 between 914. So we have progress of some sort. So make sure you come over there to Instagram. We have live streaming on Instagram on Monday and Friday evenings. On Wednesday nights, there's no live stream to Instagram. So just letting you guys know, you can check out the live streams there as well. And if you need any help because of our friend Matthew Lesko, you need some help with funding, you need some help with family, food, housing, health care, a job training, financial assistance, go to findhelp.org. That I'm going to keep talking about because this is what people need, or at least they say they need. So we will see how it goes. Now, let's get into what we have to talk about here is the stock market. Today, on a Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, because Trump got elected, you know what he's going to do. Tax cuts, tax breaks, and tariffs. How does that affect you? Well, if you're not already in the stock market, you've just lost 2, 3, 4, 5% increase in potentially your stock today. Is that crazy or what? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. EIF share soars. Cosmetic retailer raises guidance after posting 40% sales gain. But this is the one you need to look. Dow pops 1,400 points. Heads for best day since 2022 after Trump clinches White House. Does anybody care to tell me why this happened? It's pretty plain and simple. It's because tax cuts, tax breaks, and the Federal Reserve is going to be pressured under the Trump administration to bring down the federal interest rate. By bringing down the federal interest rate plus doing tax cuts and tax breaks for the rich, that means they're going to be able to buy more stock, more real estate, more businesses, more assets that make them money. Now, where does this leave the ordinary citizen? Well, the ordinary citizen who's already living 70% paycheck to paycheck, I'm sorry, that means you probably aren't going to be able to take advantage of this 1,400 points that just popped today and have your stock rise $5, $10, $20, or your retirement account just pop to another $1,000 or $20,000, depending on how much you have invested in the stock market. That is what you're going to be missing out on. So if those 70% of the population are living paycheck to paycheck and can't buy stocks, you lose. That means only the top 30% that may have disposable income wins. What's going to happen, though, by having this occur? Look at what happens on the other side of the fence. Mortgage rates surge higher on Trump victory, causing housing stocks to fall. Now, the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage surged 9 basis points Wednesday, up to 7%. Some of you were like, wait a minute, what does this mean? What's happening here? The Federal Reserve is going to reduce interest rates in the next 60 days. That's a good sign for ordinary citizens. But what you guys keep forgetting, and I keep telling you, by reducing interest rates and by doing tax cuts and tax breaks, that means you'll be able to have more money in your pocket if you're wealthy. That also means those ordinary citizens who already have less money in your pocket, you will be competing with housing cost, meaning housing prices will increase. So therefore, mortgage rates, even though they're going to ultimately start going down after 2025, when Trump gets into office, he'll be forcing the Federal Reserve to reduce interest rates. But in the meantime, that means your home prices are going to cost more. If you're already living 70% paycheck to paycheck, 80 to 85% of you are also going to be living paycheck to paycheck in the matter of about 1.5 years. How about that? You guys like that forecast for you? I know. Remember when I said in the next 3 years, it was going to happen anyhow. But now everything is going to be on steroids. Because before, when I was talking about 3 years, the upper middle class is going to be wiped out. The tax cuts and tax breaks means the upper middle class is going to be wiped out 2 years after they implement the tax cuts and tax breaks. All right? That means 80% to 85% of you watching this right now will not be able to buy a new home because prices went up. You're not going to be able to do anything because the cost of living went up. And you're going to even have more people living paycheck to paycheck. So, what's the key? Buy assets that pay you and make sure you make $200,000+ per year household income to live comfortably. It's a tall order. But get to it, ladies and gentlemen. A Trump win. America wanted it. The rich guys, the billionaires and multimillionaires, they got what they wanted. But now the repercussions of lower taxes, your Social Security could be at risk because not enough money's going to Social Security. That's for starters. We'll be talking about this over the next few years. I'm starting it off right now. Hashtag we told you so. That's what I'm going to do because 5.5 years ago, when I came out and I told people in 5 years, it's going to cost you way more and a lot more people are going to be living paycheck to paycheck and the middle class is going to be wiped out. Bingo, it happened. Now you guys are wiping out the upper middle class where 85% of the population, that leaves 15% in about 2.5 years are going to be living paycheck to paycheck. 15% is going to be doing fine. 85% of the people in America is going to be living paycheck to paycheck. You got what you voted for. So let's see what you got to say down below in the comment section. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but I'm just delivering you the news. Why? So you can make decisions. You got to buy stocks. That's mandatory. You got to buy real estate or be in the real estate business. Whether it's management, whether it's Airbnb, it's got to be something along those lines. You have to be in business, not a startup. A business that's already making money, but is growth business, not a niche business. Because a niche can be wiped out if the part of the niche that you cover gets wiped out. You lose customers that can't afford your products and services. So all of that is going to come into play over the next few years. And you guys will be ready, of course, because we talk about how to win regardless of the economy. On Monday, we had that discussion. Does it matter who wins the office of the presidency and what their policies are when you have a plan for whatever happens? And right now, the plan is simple. Buy assets because they are going to go up. And those who are holding the assets are building wealth. And unfortunately, it's hard out here. And you guys know this. And unfortunately, if a guy puts $100 million into assets and another guy only has $100,000 to put in assets, and the assets does a day like today at 1,400 points on the Dow, and all of a sudden, the guy who has $100 million now has 120 million, and the guy that has 100,000 now has 120,000, I think you will all agree 20 million versus 20,000 is a whole different category. There ain't damn thing you can do with that extra 20,000. But that extra 20 million, you can buy corporations, you can start businesses, you can pay off politicians, you can do all kind of things. So therefore, the imbalance is not good for you as the ordinary citizen. Let's hear from you. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.